and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they match up with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception.
In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Throw the ball at your own peril when Jordan Poyer is in the lineup. In the last 2 seasons, he's been in the top 10 in interceptions both years and second on the team in tackles in 2.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton airing one out for Boyd. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. Of course, the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they're a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills' offense. Trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it's third down. A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks.
That's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Allen. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensive game as the focal point of their offense. So, in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The incompletion here, 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away. Didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week.
10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be corralled out across midfield.
It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A few issues here on the offense.
Running the ball will be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply.
54 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that shots downfield.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. At their own 21. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid work.
In stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. And he's brought down short. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it to...
He's playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That one good for a first. And again, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Behind him, do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Now, backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yard. A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quick running play. You just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many.
Went out to the 27. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where you're headed. Boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. We haven't even escaped the first. Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be taken down across the 5th. They had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown option to just kick the extra point, winds up successful. To go in the first half. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's complete to Craw. Change things. Allen now to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. and sacked back at the 38. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. Now down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL
so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he...
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in 30. Allen gonna throw. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like...
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
As a former...
Here we go with a player spotlight, and we shine that spotlight on Andy Dalton. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that?
Yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he...
To the sack.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. And even 40 yards.
Showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals...
Very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. And relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throw left side complete. It's Jones. At 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside.
Expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Now yet another incomplete.
They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And up to the 35 before they're in.
A lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Green's got it over the middle. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well,
you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. It's 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
The completion there winds up. Play that too safely on 3rd down. I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe.
Big play as well. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Felt compelled. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Good job.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
When a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90.
Good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continue.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Make that type of a catch, not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide
down. They're going for it. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. When it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Gets through, and now an opening. A good pickup there at 22. Now they'll run on the draw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Rodney Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.